Koopa, everyone. That's Ewok for hello.
Oh,
We're learning all kinds of phrases.
That's right.
learn to speak Ewokese.
Using this brand new app.
Brought to you by Rosetta Stone. Remember, that's one of our many sponsors.
Yeah. Rosetta Stone. Yeah, that's right. If you use code Ewok now, you can get, 5% off or so for the next $300 purchase.
Is it a real offer? You won't know unless you try. Go find out.
Use code Ewok at checkout for 15% off on every website.
Yep, use it on every website until one finally sticks.
Everywhere.
One of them should work.
Yeah, one of them will work. And when you find it, that's the one that we had in mind. Welcome to Star Wars Total Rewatch, where we are watching all kinds of Ewoks.
Rewoks.
Rewoks.
That's right. I'm your host, Cody.
Yeah.
Here with...
I'm your host, Daniel.
And I'm your host, Aaron.
That's right, we're all hosts.
A bunch of hosts.
Weird.
What a bunch of lurdos.
What?
That's another Ewok word for I'm insulting you right now.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a direct translation.
We'd know if we were using the new Rosetta Stone app, but...
There's no translation that's as effective in insulting.
Right. No English word comes close.
Not even close.
The only thing that comes remotely close is what R2-D2 beeps.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we also can't repeat.
Your mother was a trash compactor.
How dare you. All right. The Tree of Light.
Yeah. Today, we watched episode 6, The Tree of Light.
I like these adventure episodes where like they actually go and do something.
Has every other episode been a good one? I feel like it's been the odd-numbered episodes have been better than the evened. No, or the never mind, other way around.
The even ones are better than the odd ones.
Like the Star Trek movies.
The Haunted Village was episode 2. That one wasn't very good. The first 2 weren't great, but 4 and 6 are better.
Doesn't leave
than
a whole
the
lot
rest.
of...
I mean, 2 out of 6 ain't bad.
Well, we're only 6 episodes in. We still got, there's 30-some episodes. A couple of them are only 10 minutes.
We'll see if that trend keeps up.
All right, so in this episode, there's a giant storm that's going through the village, and apparently that means that the Tree of Light is fading. So they have to fix it by going sprinkling some dust onto the base of the tree. So they go off on some adventure. Some other Ewoks try to tag along, even though when they're not supposed to. The Dulocs get involved.
Right.
So they have to go through a couple of different trials. And
There you go.
Yes. But then the Ewoks sprinkle the dust on the Tree of Light, and it fully lights up again.
So, how about that Tree of Light?
Let's talk about that. This is a new thing that we previously did not know about.
This planet keeps getting more and more magic.
Yeah. This tree apparently provides like all the life on the planet or something.
I don't think Luke and Leia and them had any idea what they were stumbling into when they landed here.
The entire planet is like magic. And then apparently like it provides good weather. Like
It's not just for the Ewoks. Like this thing
yeah.
is kind of sustaining the whole
it's like the health
moon.
of the planet. Health of the planet, yeah, the moon. And King Gordnish,
It's the Duloc king,
the king
right?
of the Dulocs. He says he likes to see that the Tree of Light is fading because
Something about the night spirit.
if the Tree of Light goes out, then the Night Spirit will rule, which is crazy. Like this is out of left field.
Well, I think they mentioned the night spirit one.
they?
I think just in passing.
they mentioned it in the first episode.
I didn't know what they were talking about.
Okay. They need to restore the Tree of Light to protect them from the Night Spirit. So the Tree of Light fends off this Night Spirit.
And apparently it's going to be in another episode.
Okay, so we are going to get to see the Night Spirit later on. This is a thing. It's an evil deity.
I don't know if we see it, but we get to see a wizard of the night spirit.
Oh, okay.
So this is there's an epic struggle between good and evil going on here.
Yeah.
It's more to the magic than just some mysticism. Like there are supernatural forces at work here.
Apparently.
Crazy.
Although we don't see much of it in this one. Just this tree. So only the bravest warriors are going, right? Or the ones who need to get their
Silver feathers.
silver feathers.
And no girls are allowed.
Yeah.
Right.
So Nisa doesn't want to.
Princess.
Yeah, she's not putting up with that gender inequality. She's like,
Yeah.
why can't we just change the rules?
And Wicked is bummed too because he wanted to go.
He's too young.
Yeah, so he's not putting up for that age inequality.
Yeah, but Tebow gets to go.
Yeah, aren't they the same age?
Tebow must be a little older.
Barely.
But Wicket's dad says, I need you on the farm this year, Wicket. You can join the academy next year.
It's just one more season till the harvest. Or no, what does it say?
Something
Just
like
one
that.
more season. Yeah, looks like I'm going nowhere.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
And then the rest of this plays out exactly like Star Wars Episode 4 in New
I mean, basically.
Yeah.
With the very large stretch the imagination.
Remember with that part in Star Wars with the Tree of Light and the Dulocs?
I remember the tree in the Christmas special.
Yes, the life tree.
Actually, as ridiculous as that was, it's a similar concept.
Yeah.
Maybe every Star Wars planet has a tree somewhere on it, keeping it alive.
So what about Hoth?
Yeah. Hoth just didn't have a tree.
Oh, I guess that's why the tree died. So that's why it's a giant ice planet.
Maybe the
Yeah.
massive growth of the forest on Endor is due to this tree of life.
Oh.
Tree of light.
Yeah. So that's why this whole area is forest. The further you get from the tree, is where you find the deserts and the mountains.
Mm,
Mhm.
There we go. Interesting.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I think this whole concept is interesting. It makes this forest moon of Endor all the more fascinating of a place.
Mhm. So, Wicket and Nisa pretty much just follow the group.
And Latara.
Oh yeah, Latara. Why she just comes because Nisa is going. They're friends.
Well, Wicket joins the group first.
Because he totally saves their life.
Yeah, he saves their lantern.
Saves the mission.
They have this magic lantern that's going to help them through this maze part. What is it called?
It is called the Arbo Maze. It is a collection of caverns on the
Okay.
Endor Forest moon.
I guess that's the only way to get to the tree.
Many a Ewok would get lost in them.
But the lantern points the way out. But it takes them a while to realize that. Wicket's trying to tell them.
Yeah, Wicket sees what's going on. So the three that came along who weren't supposed to are really the ones who are solving everything.
Of course, the kids are always saving the day. And Latara, so the girls are like following behind, and she says, "I think we're getting close. I can hear Tebow." and Nisa's like, "You'll hear Tebow in your sleep or something."
Yeah. And she was like, yes, I do,
I
Tebow.
know Tebow. There it is.
Did you hear something? I thought I heard Tebow. You hear Tebow in your sleep. Yeah.
Young love.
Young Ewok love. Isn't that just...
Ain't that cute?
Ain't that cute? Gosh. They're so dumb.
So, while they're wandering in the cave, though, two Dulocs
Oh, yeah.
decide to sneak inside, including the Duloc shaman and his nephew, I guess. And it feels like the nephew, Duloc, doesn't quite have the Ewok hating ways embedded into him at this point.
Yeah, Kid Duloc. That was...
A new character.
It was a new character, yeah.
Yeah, he thinks this is kind of ridiculous. He's like, whatever. I don't want to try to catch Ewoks.
Yeah, got better things to do.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, and one thing that this shaman is going to use to try to get through the maze here is he puts on some 3D glasses.
Right? But he just runs into everything.
Yeah.
And Great comedic effect.
More like you just can't see.
Well, they are 3D glasses. They've got the red and the blue.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, this is 1985.
Yeah.
That was probably a big thing at the time.
But yeah, these Dulocs are pretty incompetent.
Who's it? Wicket's dad plays the Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo.
Oh, yeah, he
The
does.
Duloc version.
So the Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo thing, that has a Wikipedia article.
What? It was just a random thing he said.
Okay, now we can all say it together. You ready?
Called Scus. Yeah. You see it, Aaron? 3, 2, 1.
Bordock,
Hanadak,
Munyip,
Scus.
Scus. This must be the way for us.
Nice.
A Scus was a creature on Endor. Name. So they're different creatures.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Blue used its name along with the names of
Oh.
Bordock.
Bordock is those.
Yeah. Bordocks are like donkeys. Hanadak
Oh, that's creeping.
is very creepy. They appeared in the Haunted Village episode.
They did? Well, usually that's just mentioned only, though.
Maybe it was just said in that one too.
Yeah, I don't know.
And Munyip is those little squirrel tutors.
Oh, yeah, we saw those in the last episode.
Yeah, those are fun.
Actually, we forgot to mention that they showed up again.
Yeah, those things are always climbing around.
What was the episode called? I forgot already. Traveling Jindas.
The Jindaras, yeah, Jindas.
Jindas.
There's a reason why that one got a triple nub.
I can't find a picture of a Scus.
Well, the article is titled Scus, but all it talks about is this rhyme
Okay.
because the creature is not mentioned anywhere else.
The others have pictures. Yeah. What other tasks do they have to do? There's the maze. There's
All right, let's talk about the floating trees. This place is great.
yeah. Those are fun.
This is giant canyon.
Right.
You have to go through the valley of floating trees to get to the Tree of Light. So you know.
Like, how are these trees even floating?
Right? How are these trees like on these little floating islands? It's bizarre. Some strange magic going on here.
And no one has ever seen the bottom of this valley.
No, she drops a rock. Nisa drops a rock into the mist
Mhm.
and just tries to listen for it. And Wicket says, "No one's ever seen the bottom." That's terrifying.
Apparently, Dulocs paddle their trees around. They're like little tree islands that they paddle around and sail the seas with.
Yeah, the Dulocs are rowing their trees to catch up with the Ewoks.
This is okay. I got another idea for another meme you can do. on our-
Okay.
on our video. You know the meme where it's like, "That's the best pirate I've ever seen,"
Sure.
and then it plays the music. You just have them rowing.
Yeah, that'd be good.
But yeah, that's the Dulocs come to steal the magic dust.
They steal this light dust.
I don't know why the king doesn't just like chuck it in this bottomless pit.
Yeah, I know. I was kind of waiting for him to just throw it in the mist, but there'd be no way to write a solution to that problem.
And out of the dust comes a flying lantern bird.
Yeah, I could think of. I mean, you saw how they wrote themselves out of that wild animal situation. They just made up a magic thing this guy could do. Yeah, so you could. They could make up a way out of this situation too.
Ring, the transforming creature. Yeah. Wicket and Nisa get free and jump onto the ship, the Duloc ship. I mean, floating tree island. And then the Ewoks use their ingenuity to get their floating island to move. They put a bunch of blankets in the tree branches as sails.
Yeah, it's great. It really looks like a boat now.
And he's got the lantern, which is like shining towards the Tree of Light. And it's like this beacon on the top of the ship, on top of the crow's nest there. And I know it looks like a pirate ship. It's amazing.
And he's standing up there like a pirate too.
I'm telling you,
Yeah, that would be a perfect time to put the theme.
that's the best pirate I've ever seen.
Ewoks of the Caribbean.
They crash their ship into the island that the Tree of Light is on. Is it an island? Maybe it's the top of a mountain.
Oh,
I think it is at top of a mountain, but it looks like an island
Yes.
in the middle of all this mist.
clouds, floating mist. I don't know.
Nobody falls into the mist. I was kind of surprised.
That'd be too brutal.
Yeah.
Although we did have a character who literally wasted away to nothing.
That was
Ruse
in
disease.
droids. This is Ewoks. Completely different.
The Dulocs are trying to pull down the Tree of Light. They've got like shovels. They're digging at its roots, and then they've got ropes all around it trying to pull it over.
Yeah, how did the Dulocs get here?
Huh?
Did
took
they all find their way through that maze?
Floating trees.
Or did they just like walk around it?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. This part was kind of crazy. So the king of the Dulocs here is, Wicket and Nisa like attack him to try to get the light dust back.
Oh yeah, leaping from the mountain tops.
Yeah.
Wicket comes flying in,
He's like 3 times their size. They just go straight for him.
grabbing on his eyeballs.
Yeah. But it's kind of brutal. I mean, the king straight up like punches Nisa.
He throws her. She grabs the light dust and throws it to Wicket, and then he just like chucks her, doesn't he?
Smacks her.
This is the second episode in a row where Nisa has said something like, "Just leave me, go on ahead." And...
Oh, right. She was stuck in
Get
the
away.
mud in the last one, and they had to use the magic acorn to save him.
So then we see the Dulocs all trying to pull down the giant tree.
All the other Dulocs like kind of act in unison when the king commands them. Then he's like, "Get those Ewoks," and so like they just all turn at the same time. It's almost like a duplicate animation. Look at that.
Oh, I think
it
it
is.
totally is. I think they
There's
just
rows
copied
of them on the ropes, and
one
it's just
Duloc.
repeated.
And thus begins the biggest Looney Tunes most amount of sound effects you've ever heard. Bops and smacks and, I don't know, Looney Tunes slipping and sliding around sound effects.
What are you doing, you Rosehead? Wait! Stop! No! He's getting away! Get him!
They're so bad. The king is chasing Wicket, and Wicket just crouches down and he trips over him and goes flying into his other Dulocs.
Yeah, even with an army of these Dulocs, they're still pretty useless.
Wicket just throws the bottle of light dust at the tree.
And the tree transforms like Beauty and the Beast. Everything turns yellow and sparkly, and
Oh,
the sun comes out.
And it immediately like grows grass all around it. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, that tree is pretty cool.
This tree is great. Then back in Ewok Village, they have an awards ceremony. Apparently, this is a big honor. I guess every so often they have to bring light dust to the tree of light.
Yeah,
They just keep
they're
it,
like
keep it going.
it's a symbiotic relationship.
Who made the light dust? Like, where'd they get that?
I don't know. I think the Logray or whoever made it.
He's just got some.
It's a secret that's been handed down for generations.
But the brave Ewoks that bring the dust to the tree, they get awarded a silver feather. Pretty great.
I don't know if it's only for doing this. I think the silver feather is just like an order of merit or something.
Yeah, it's called the Silver Feather of Bravery.
Cool.
And then, of course, the 3 that weren't supposed to come along, he's like, "And you 3 who went against orders,
3 little walklings.
but also showed remarkable bravery and courage." So he gives 50 points to Gryffindor,
Yeah.
That's right.
and a silver feather for each of them. Hooray.
Hooray. Look at all these other
There are a
Ewoks.
lot of Ewoks here celebrating. Do you think there are like a number of different villages in the area, and they all came for these big events?
Well, we knew that at one point Wicket and his family lived on a farm outside the village.
This just seems like a lot more Ewoks than we usually see in one place.
Yeah, and like they all got together in Return of the Jedi
Yeah.
for their party, for the feast.
Oh. Mhm.
And then you see the twin sons of Endor, because apparently every Star Wars planet now has to have 2 sons.
Oh, is that 2 suns? Because then you've also got the planet that you see up there once in a while. Planet Endor.
Well, if it is, then that planet's on fire.
No, there must just be 3 objects in their sky.
Maybe that's the Death Star blowing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Well, that was the Tree of Light.
Yeah, I liked it. I'll give it a yub.
Daniel?
That gets a yub from me.
I'm gonna give it half a yub.
Wow.
I'm sorry, but those sound effects at the end, ugh.
The end was not the best, yeah. The Dulocs are terrible villains.
I just can't quite give it a full yub.
That's all right. 2.5 yubs.
2.5 yubs. Certainly worth watching.
All right. So what's up next?
The Curse of the Jindas.
What?
Just when you think you get rid of them, they come back.
I didn't know that was coming back so soon. I
Yep.
thought we had at least another season. Oh well. Can't get away from those Jindas.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Join us next time for episode 7.
This article on Endor, the planet Endor, says throughout galactic history, off-world traders occasionally came to Endor to hunt the native Ewok population and make Ewok jerky.
What? Really? Terrible.
Yub dub.
Eat chihuahua.